Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's good to be back. It's good to be back once again. And today I got a pretty solid topic to cover. I've been thinking about this for a couple weeks now. But this is 7 dead game franchises that need to return. Starting off, we have the Rayman series, the 2D/3D versions, both of them. Now, this one has to be a huge fan favorite on the list for me, no doubt. Rayman, both in the perspectives of 2D and 3D, were ahead of its time when they were released. I joined the Rayman fan train around the time I was 4 years old, I want to say, when my cousin had Rayman 2 on the Dreamcast. If I remember correctly, it was either the demo or he had the full game. I believe it was the full game. And I just remember this game as a whole feeling extraordinarily mystical within its environment. It's a very flourished platformer with a charming, goofy aesthetic unlike no other, no doubt. The goofiness within the game continued even further with the raving rabbits, but we're not talking about them. Even though they were so stupid and funny, in a good way, of course. As far as the 2D style in Rayman 1, Rayman Origins, and Legends, I truly think that they have something great to resume and put together. I absolutely love the stages where you have to continue running and going along with the beat, you know. It provided me as well as many others with so much dopamine when you complete those stages on the first try, trust me. But I don't think anyone completed the final level in Origins on the first try. It took me and my brother and my sister to complete that one. Good times. Next up, we have the Metal Slug series. I need this game. Big emphasis on need. I need this game to either come back or even bring on some sort of remake of the classics in like a 2.5D style. Metal Slug 3 was not only my first Metal Slug I played as a child, but it was also the absolute hardest, with it having the longest playtime out of the 7 Metal Slugs. I've never had the opportunity to try Metal Slug 7, even though I had a DS and a 3DS, but I would love to see it ported over to modern day consoles, you know, instead of it being stuck on handheld systems, you know. Hell, bring it to the Switch. That'd be cool, you know. The game isn't really known for its story. It's more so the intense, fast-paced gameplay with excruciatingly hard bosses. We love that. More of that, please. Next up, we have the Conker Bad Fur Day series. Now, I'm aware there was a talk of another remake of the game, of the same first game, but I think Rare, if they're still doing things, I'm not too sure, should definitely put this one to use. Hell, even Xbox, seeing as to how it was exclusively on Xbox and going to be exclusively on the Xbox One, should do something about this IP. Conker Bad Fur Day was an adventure-based platformer, not made for kids. Not made for kids at all, might I add. You think you would think this is for kids. Yeah, it wasn't. But guess what I was doing as a 6-year-old? Playing this beautiful game. I was really dumb as a child. I'd be stuck on some of the most basic things, but now that I've grown, and hopefully my brain has as well, I'd love to take another shot at this with fresh new graphics and an improvement on solid control and the camera too, because sometimes I had trouble with that one. Next up, we got the Time Splitters series. Now, I've actually just started getting into this game, believe it or not, like sometime last year. I don't know. As a child, I just never rented it from Blockbuster because I was always terrified of the guy's face on the cover. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I was a weird kid with irrational fears. It happens. We all have them. But Time Splitters is a first-person shooter where you are quite literally going all throughout time from the 1800s all the way to the far future. I want to say maybe 3000 or 4000, whatever you want to call it, to stop, of course, the Time Splitters. Gameplay mechanics were relatively close to the old-fashioned 007 GoldenEye game, and even to this day, it's still a solid experience. I wouldn't mind seeing it return in some type of way. Next up, oh boy, the Max Payne series. Why haven't they made another Max Payne? We don't like Max Payne being happy and going off into the sunset. We need chaos in his life. You know, the more depressed Max Payne is, the better the game. 100%. Wow, that sounds pretty bad. But no, like Max Payne all three of them were absolute bangers, being a reference from your favorite drill rappers or mobsters or, hood people always talking about it. It inherently improved the aesthetic of slowing down time and murdering everyone in the most stylish way possible. You could pull off some really cool tricks in this game. And the story, goddamn, so sad. So sad. Especially that first one, man. And if they don't continue the game, at least remake the game from the ground up. Max Payne 1 and 2, definitely those. But 3, to be honest with you, 3 really just needs a good remaster port, and I promise you it will sell like hotcakes. It definitely will. No need to explain, but it's a third-person shooter where you uncover all the wickedness of the government, CIAs, mobsters, and even the cartel, I believe. I think that one was in 3. But yeah, we needed this to happen like yesterday. Next up, we got the Infamous series. Infamous overall just doesn't miss. That game doesn't miss at all. It was really cool and innovative in the sense of how Cole uses his electric powers, the automatic functionality of parkour and mission designs, etc. They took it even further with the second one, my absolute favorite, my personal favorite, I might say. And with Second Son, which I still believe can rival a few games today with its graphic fidelity, Infamous never really had a bad entry, even with its DLC, in my opinion. I remember back when I didn't have a PS4 and I was just watching Second Son's gameplay, like a couple of things that didn't spoil me at the time, and being just blown away by how far the game had come. When I finally got the game, that was the only game I played and beat that game all the way. I'm a goody two shoes, so of course I choose Good Karma every single time. But I never 100%ed any of the Infamous games, but with the second one I came really close to doing. I really did. But my PS3 ran into some major issues, and that required me to format the entire system, leaving 13-year-old me really, really, really sad. And last time I checked, Cole isn't dead. So please, Sucker Punch, do the thing. Do the thing with the thing again. Please, just. And last, but certainly not least, the Battlefield Bad Company series. Now, I know nowadays no one really likes or favors the masculinity of the bros and how bros usually bond, being toxic towards each other, but this game was not only my favorite Battlefield of all time, as far as its campaign, but it was probably the most hilarious one out of them all. I remember playing this back when I was 12 years old. I rented it at Blockbuster, and I was just surprised at how much I could destroy. There was just so much destruction that I can do. I can just tear off walls, tear off brick walls with. It was fantastic, bro. I was so invested with the characters of the story. I will go so far as to say I care about them more so than Captain Price or Soap. I know, that was very harsh. I know, but let's be honest. If Soap didn't die, he'd be pretty swept under the rug. That's just my opinion. But Bad Company 1 and 2 had some of the most memorable moments and even immersed you in the experience of war way more than most games does today. We've been begging for Bad Company 3, and it's not too late. There's still time. I know they're making a new Battlefield sort of studio thing coming up, but let's keep in mind that we still love Bad Company. We really do. So that would make the 7 games that I think are forgotten and needs to be revived as quick as when you have quick revive and zombies. I really do. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Are there any games that you guys want to see come back, get brought back to life? Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to leave the video a like and subscribe, please. I absolutely need that. We just reached 5,000 subscribers, and I'm really willing to make it to 10. So help your boy reach that point, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.